Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a video about my journal ecosystem, and if you're not familiar with what that is, I'm going to explain it in a second. The title may or may not actually be journal ecosystem because I'm not sure if this is just something that I've seen in my sphere of YouTube and that other people may not know what it means. It's basically just all of the different journals and notebooks that make up my regular journaling routine and journaling practice. As I'm going through, I'm going to explain what I use each notebook for and how you could do it yourself if you want to copy what I'm doing, and the benefits that it has, or that I feel that it has as well. Starting with this one, this is my everyday journal, and as you can see, I've decorated it with a lot of cute stickers and stuff. I ended up having to cover it with some tape, packing tape, I don't know if you can tell, just to keep the stickers on, because for some reason the stickers I chose this time were different than the ones I typically use, so it didn't stick to the journal as well. I write in this journal generally every day, twice a day. That's my goal. I don't really feel like I know what the hell is going on if I don't do that. This could just be a me thing, but I personally am very spacey. When I wake up in the morning, it's like I have amnesia. I barely know who I am. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I meant to do. I don't know what I freaking intended to do, what I said I was gonna do. I can't just think it in my head. I need to actually sit there and be like, today I am going to. But it's not really the same as a to-do list. It's like a thinking brain dump situation. I talk about some things I'm excited about also. Let me give you an example of a typical journal entry for me. This is from the other day. It's from July 12th. I ordered a new phone charger on Instacart to get delivered later today. One of my vinyls came. It's my mystery one. It's a Vertigo vinyl exclusive of Long Distance by a group called Ivy. It has a really pretty marbling that looks like the beach. It's very quintessential 2000s dreamy pop. I need more gatefold sleeves. I ate yogurt and a cheese stick. I have to remember to take my pills because I can see myself forgetting. I want to order command strips. Maybe today I am gonna continue working on my cat chalkware DIY. So depending on your personality, it may or may not make sense to you why every day I have to write something down like that. It's more so about the thinking than the actually having it to look back on later. There are some things I can see myself looking back on in the future, and I do want to generally document my life for that purpose. But at the same time, typically the morning entries are more about processing what I have going on internally and in my head so that I'm able to more face the day feeling prepared. If you guys have ever read The Artist's Way, or if you've heard of it, I did it in 2023. The morning pages thing is similar to what I do. I had initially tried to do the morning pages, but it was too much of a commitment to keep up with that. It didn't really work with me to write 3 pages every morning the second I wake up. I did try it for a while, and that's not to say that I may not at some point go back to that and do that at different periods of time, but it's more of the brain dump philosophy of the Artist's Way morning pages. Then at nighttime, the entries can also be similar to the morning ones, or they can be more about actually documenting what happened in the day. Because if I did something fun or I did something cool and I have thoughts on it, I want to write that down to reflect, but also to have a memory of what that experience was like. And sometimes at night too is more of when I'll talk about my feelings and stuff. If something really bothered me, that's usually when I'll write about it versus the morning. And in the front here, you can also see that I have a table of contents, which shows what page numbers encompass what month of the year. To summarize this journal a little bit, if you want to emulate or copy what I just spoke about, what you would do is more of a shorter-ish brain dump entry in the morning, and at night you would focus more on documenting your day, reflecting, or writing more pages about your feelings and stuff. Because not everybody can make time to do that kind of thing in the morning. I would rather write about if something pisses me off at nighttime than when I'm starting my day. The second journal I'm going to talk about is the 5-minute journal. I'm sure you guys have seen this on social media. It basically comes with a spread for each day, and there's a morning section and a night section. In the morning, you list 3 things that you're grateful for, 3 things that would make the day great, and a daily affirmation is the 3rd thing that's part of the morning thing. And at the end of the day, you would write 3 highlights of the day, or as many as you can list within the 3 spaces, and a lesson that you took away from that day. The thing that I struggle with this journal sometimes is, do I learn a lesson every day? I don't know. Sometimes the lessons are good takeaways. There are good days. So I guess around that time I was feeling like I was having a lot of shitty days, and I was like, I learned today that some days are good, which was a good thing. But then other times I will literally straight up in the lesson section write like, like exclamation. I learned nothing today other than I'm angry, or I'm annoyed, or I'm exhausted. Oh yeah, look, okay, I found an example of that. Ugh. I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I breeze through this without much introspection, and that's why I'm thinking I might take a break when I finish this one before I get another one. Not that I'll never do it again, but I think I just have to perceive the difference between me doing it and me not doing it. But even if I move through it quickly, I feel like there is a benefit to when I take a second at the beginning of the day and be like, what are 3 things I like right now? I think that does have an impact on you as a person, even on a subconscious level, even if I'm not always sitting there really deeply contemplating. And the daily affirmation too, it's a good way to highlight what it is exactly that you're feeling in that moment. So my affirmation today was, I am resilient. Because am I feeling that resilient? I'm assuming, I guess I'm not. If you would like to train yourself to have a little bit more optimism in your mental space, then I would recommend you pick up something like this. I like the 5-minute journal because it comes with the morning and night sections. I really like the symmetry of opening and closing my day with a journal practice. It just makes it seem more like I'm not just blindly moving from day to day and time is passing me by. It helps me personally feel a bit more grounded because, like I said, I'm a weirdly spacey person. It's very easy for me to feel like I'm just floating somewhere. No sense of time, no sense of what's going on. Ask me what I did 3 days ago, I can't tell you. It wiped from my brain. So sometimes even with the first journal I introduced, I'll be like, what did I do on that day? And I'll flip through it and I'm like, oh, this is what I did. Because otherwise I'm existing as a person with no past and no future. Because I can't freaking remember. This last journal is a little bit more of a unique thing. I took a few ideas that I've heard about online and sort of mishmashed it into my own concept of what I want this book to be. It's really pretty. It's this journal from Simplified, and it's got this nice linen thing. And the back, it has a cute quote, less stuff, more treasures. I call this my art commonplace book. A commonplace book, from what I've come to understand, is essentially a book where you just keep any relevant facts or information, quotes, things you saw recently that really stuck with you. You would use it to keep recipes, things like that. Just anything that you need to reserve for later would be a commonplace book. I've also seen videos about this thing called digital gardening, which I don't really do, but I took the ethos or the core concept of that, which is accumulating things that really stuck with you, like pieces of writing, movies, TV shows, TikToks that you saw that for some reason you felt you needed to document a TikTok. I combined those 2 ideas into this book. So it is a commonplace book, but it's really only for artistic inspirations, and it has some recipes in it, but they're like artsy recipes, okay? Like, my goal is to build it into this source of inspiration to where once I fill it up enough and I'm thinking like, I don't know what I want to do for a video this week, or I just want to look and find inspiration for some reason, I'll be able to flip through this and I'll be able to look at past things I put in here. Right now, lately, I've been doing album reviews in here. My throat is constantly dry. If you hear my voice cracking, which I know you do because it does it in every video, I have a lot of problems. Ignore it. My throat's always dry. I'm addicted to nasal spray. I have asthma. Give me a break. I have a little small entry for Man Child by Sabrina Carpenter. I'll actually show you guys. I might blur some of it, even though I don't really care. I don't need it to be anonymous. If you think my thoughts are stupid, then you're free to think that. What the fuck am I gonna do about it? What am I gonna do about it? Right next to that, I have a recipe for creme de violets, which is the violet syrup situation that I got out of a issue of Le Petit 3, which is a French newspaper, or art and literary newspaper specifically. I have some quotes from The Glow Up Secrets by Alicia Gogan. I have poems by Mary Oliver, Sarah Teasdale, Yeats, and I have quotes even from articles and stuff in here too. I'm still building this out. I don't have as much in here yet, but the plan is sort of that eventually I'm gonna have it for so long and it's gonna be so full that I'm gonna forget about what I had put at the beginning. So then when I go and I flip back to the beginning, I'll get reminded of stuff. The album reviews are useful to me in terms of talking about the way that they resonate with me, but also I've been trying to view music more analytically because I would like to put out music, even though I don't talk about it very much on the channel. I write, I do sing, I don't play any instruments, but that's not really a barrier anymore. And even if I did want to play instruments, good luck with that. I don't know if you can tell, but my hand is a little janky. I think I hide it well, but your girl's hands are janky. So just learning piano is not really in the cards for me at this time. I do want to put out an album. I do want to make music. I have a fear of getting clowned on, but if we flash back to what I said a few minutes ago, when I said, you're free to think that, what the fuck am I gonna do about it? I should have the same attitude. It's just that singing is something that's really important to me and music is really important to me. And I would like for that to be part of my creative career. As of now, I am careerless. And I'm trying to grasp at a career through doing this, through the YouTube channel. So if you want me to have a career, like, subscribe, and leave a comment. This is me when you don't like, subscribe, and leave a comment, and this is me when you do. If you want to do the Art Commonplace book, things that emotionally resonate with you, quotes, excerpts from articles, poems, album reviews, things like that, you put them all into the book and you just leave them there so that they age like cheese or fine wine. And when you come back to them, you're like, oh, I forgot about that. I'm feeling inspired now. So that's what I have for you guys today. I said I was gonna link the journal I use in my last video, but I forgot to do it. So if I still forget to do that, it will actually be in the description of this video. Hopefully I'm not lying again. I didn't mean to lie last time either, but I just keep forgetting to put it. And I'll also link this journal from Simplified and the 5-minute journal. If you enjoyed, comment a pencil emoji down below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.